going on, everybody? I'm Learned Groovy Antagonist, and today I am playing Bad End Theater. Now, Bad End Theater is not a game that I know a lot about. However, I've been having it in the back of my head for a while. I've been wanting to stream this game since, I think, summer of last year. Actually, when did I... Hold on. Because I've always had this game in, I got December 18th, 2024. That's when I added this game into my library. I know I've had my eye on it for longer than that, though. So, I want to say maybe it was... beginning of fall. I began the idea of streaming this game. Either way, it's been in my head for a good few months. So, yeah. I've been wanting to play this game. I found this game out through Siva Gunner. And they sort of, do fake OSTs and not, actual gameplay. I know this game's an RPG. I've seen the trailer for it a while back. I haven't seen it recently. So, no, images of the game flash through my head as I talk about it here. But I think that's enough of an introduction, don't you think? I'm now going to stream the game here. Yeah, alright, okay. I don't need to, click English. You can just do shit. Alright, if you can't handle blood, gore, violence, and strong language, get the fuck out of here.
Welcome to Bad End Theater. On this stage, we shall be toying with fate. You will be making many choices, unlocking darker and darker paths, all in order to witness a lovely variety of tragic events. But first, allow me to explain how it works. To begin the tutorial, select whichever doll you like.
Oh, let's go. I want the demon doll. That's cool.
You control the demon doll. You're a fierce-looking guy, just minding your own business. How will you interact with the human doll?
I'm gonna play nice. I'm a good demon.
You try to make friends with the human doll, but it kills you in cold blood. What the hell? You found your very first bad ending. But don't worry, the story need not end here. Let's reset the stage and try again. This time, try controlling the other doll.
I'm the human doll.
You control the human doll. You're a friendly little guy, just minding your own business. How will you interact with the demon doll?
I'm gonna attack it.
You killed the demon doll this time, and it doesn't resist. This is all because you chose to play nice in the first round. Are the mechanics becoming clear? And now that you know how the story goes, you can set the doll's behavior in advance. Just as you saw, these behaviors will automatically be set to what you choose during your last playthrough. But now, you can turn each one on or off with having to replay
from the doll's perspective. Yes, the theater actually doubles as a puzzle game. Now, try turning the doll's behaviors on and off to see the different outcomes. Okay. So, I'm gonna be the human doll again.
You control the human doll. You're just a friendly little guy, minding your own business. How will you interact with the demon doll?
I'm attacking it once more.
You kill the demon doll in cold blood. How worthless. And tutorial.
Alright. I think I get it.
Do you understand how to play?
Yeah, I get it.
This game saves your product automatically, so just relax and collect all the bad endings at your own pace. Now, without further ado, let's start the show.
I really like how the Overlord character is stylized.
You are the Overlord. You live in a castle, surrounded by your demon servants. It's a pretty cushy life, you think. Except those pesky humans, who keep killing your members of your army. There's even a role called Hero, whose whole purpose in life is just to dethrone you. What's their deal anyway? You've actively avoided pissing off the humans and hoping they'll leave your army alone, but they never do. You're still new to this whole Overlord thing, and if you're being quite honest with yourself, you don't really understand the politics of it. But You remain yourself. Everyone is just doing their best to fulfill their roles. You won't let them bait you into being the evil overlord they exploit. You think you're pretty cool and mature to hold yourself to a high standard like that. One of your underlings walks into the room, totally interrupting your thoughts about how awesome you are. They are saying things about how boring it is to stand in one place guarding the castle all the time, especially since no one comes here anyway. You see their point, but the way they're whining about it, it kinda bothers you. What you do with this underling?
We can be a good boss. My fault. I don't know how I did this. Let's go. No. No, I don't want to continue. Oh wait, return. Okay, that's how you do it. My bad.
You tell them to take a break with a stifling castle atmosphere and refresh their dark soul. A day off should be fine every once in a while. They thank you and happily scurry off to who knows what. You have nothing better to do today, so you decide to nap for a while. Being the overlord sure is great. You wake to a huge commotion outside. The hero has shown up and started totally murdering your soldiers. What the hell, man? You rush out to the battlefield to confront this jerkwad. You curse at him, and then very rudely inquire his reasonings for doing this. The hero yells at you, demanding you return the maiden you're holding captive. You have no idea what he's talking about, but you can't forgive his actions. You do to battle the hero, but he has grown strong from cutting away your army. You are unable to defeat him. You have decisive swings. He stabs you and cuts you into pieces. You fall. You have lost your subjects. You spit curses weakly. You wish you had been stronger. Maybe you were never suited to be the overlord in the first place. Truth was, you were never that much more than powerful than the demons who served you. It was the title, the control that gave you strength. These are your thoughts, as you are swallowed by darkness.
Yay, we're good at bad endings. Alright, we're resetting the stage. This time, we're gonna be Tyrant again, but like, we're gonna not give our employees day offs. We're gonna be like Amazon. I mean, like, hell, Amazon, same thing. Get back to work, stupid bitch.
You give them a lecture about responsibility and unquestioning obedience. Your servants ought to do what they're told, whether they like it or not. They look really unhappy with you, but you're sure they'll thank you for this later. Venturing too far from the castle leads to spell death. You dismiss the underling and lie down in your nice and comfy overlord bed. All that lecturing made you want to take a nap. You fall asleep pretty quick. It's just another one of your amazing talents as the overlord. You wake up to a huge commotion outside. What the?
Alright, okay. Okay, here again. Don't know what to do. Stabs me, cuts me to pieces. I failed my subjects. Oh, so it's just like... Okay, so it's just the same thing again. Alright, well I was kind of hoping that that option would like do anything different. But you know what? Maybe I should take the steps of the underling.
You are a demon underling in the service of the overlord. You aren't particularly strong, but not particularly weak either. That's what your friends tell you. Your job is to guard the castle and keep the humans away. It's unbearably boring. Heroes rarely can't come all the way to fear to challenge the overlord anyway. It's a lot of standing in one place, staring into nothing. You feel like you're gonna go crazy if you don't get a break, so you decide to act the overlord for a day off. And she gives you an ear full of responsibility and unquestioning obedience. You wait for her to finish her lecture before...
I'm wondering if I like never changed my ending. Little overlord guy, underling guy, I mean, with like get break. Okay. Friends agree that she's kind of a snob and totally deserves to be kicked off her throne. You only wanted to vent your frustrations, but the conversation turned into an assassination plot. You should probably steer this in a responsible direction. Hey guys, let's unionize.
No! You're sick of this overlord holding you and your friends back. You agree that it's time for a change of management. Your friends suggest that maybe you should be the overlord. You like the sound of that. You announce your first act of rebellion is to take off the day like you wanted. Your friends aren't very impressed. You assure them that you'll talk more about the assassination thing when you get back, which satisfies them. You sneak out of the castle to have some fun. The change of atmosphere excites you. You spend some time rolling around the grass, wild and free. As you make your way along the path to a nearby human village, you encounter a maiden. She seems very frightened and screams for a hero to come save her. You consider your options.
Hey, can you stop yelling, please? It's very loud.
When the maiden actually realizes you're not gonna hurt her, she regains her composure. Now she started talking like you're like her friends or something. You don't understand humans at all. You speak the same language, of course, which has always confused you. Because why is there conveniently only one language in the world? You have demons and humans that have independent societies. Wouldn't it make sense for them to each have their own language? The maiden's going on and on about some kind of destiny she's trying to fulfill. The bottom line, from what you gather, is that she wants you to take her to the Overlord. Sounds like it could be interesting. Besides, you have nothing better to do. Satisfied with your day out, you take the maiden back to the castle and present her to the Overlord. The Overlord asks you where you found this maiden, knowing damn well that you left the castle when you weren't supposed to. You apologize for disobeying her, but hope that the maiden is an interesting enough present that you may be forgiven. The Overlord nods and says that everything is cool as long as you always listen to her from now on. You are impressed with how easygoing the boss is. You mention how you can't believe you and your friends even considered overthrowing her. She gives you a look, and you say, "That was just a joke, of course." She smiles and dismisses you. You decide it's about time for a nap. After a few hours of sleep, you're rudely awakened by the sounds of battle. You emerge from your room to find that a hero has slaughtered many of your friends and work associates. What a fucking asshole.
Okay. No. We went into this unionized, we're staying unionized.
Who does this guy think he is? Coming in here and killing everyone like some maniac. What do we ever do to him? You lunge at him while he's busy, driving into a sword into the guard, who sometimes brought you food whenever they noticed you were feeling kind of down. You like that guard. You wished all of your demon heart that this hero suffers for his deeds. You bite into him, tearing flesh from bone. It tastes like iron. The hero struggles, but you feel his sword go through you. There is no pain, only retribution. My fault. More of your comrades piled onto him as your consciousness fades. The hero is overtaken. Your army has won. You have earned your rest.
Victorious underling in.
Yummy!
Alright. So, we're gonna reset the stage. I'm thinking trying to go underling again, and then seeing what I would do, like what would happen if I just like failed. Okay. We've all done this. Let's not. It's pretty much not gonna do anything different anyway. So yes, doing good. Don't say who's of yours from birth. Still gonna rebel and sneak out. Okay, yeah. I'm gonna still tell her to quit yelling because I want to go to that one other passage thing and not do that. Alright, what if I'm like, nuh-uh, I'm out of here.
You look around at the lifeless forms of those you've known as far back as you remember. You feel glad not to be in their shoes. You also feel guilty to be thinking that as you flee from the castle, until you remember your role, not as an underling, but as a demon. This kind of thing is expected of you. Maybe you'll start a new life, far away from any humans or demons, where you'll live peacefully, alone, in deep dark forests.
You know, my laptop sometimes tells me that like, oh, you need to take your laptop out of charging mode. I have not stopped charging my laptop since like 2022. No, because there was a power outage in like 2023. My laptop has been doing nothing but charging since 2023. I'm sorry, the battery is already cooked. If I take it off right now, I have like 7 minutes of battery. You can't save the battery anymore. I'm sorry, Windows 10. You can't do that. It's already gone. It's over. I need to get a new battery if I'm ever expected to use this laptop as an actual laptop, and I'm never gonna use this laptop as an actual laptop. I'm sorry, Windows 10. It's over. Everything is over. This is a desktop now. This is just a short desktop that I can flip over like a little bit. Alright? This is not what you think it is anymore. It is a shell of its former self, and I am satisfied with that. Anyway. Deserter underling end. It's called the Windows 10 and fuck out of here. He's like, get it off charger. Like, no, I'm not gonna do that. Dude. Who do you think I am? Do you think I'm responsible with, like, the battery of this laptop? Why would I do that? Why would I be responsible with my computer? I don't want to be disloyal. I'm gonna redo all my options again real quick because I want to have it saved as like not being disloyal. Alright, there you go, there you go, there you go. See? Oh, wait. Oh! I see. It's not calling me disloyal, it's saying I could unlock these. Okay, because I've already unlocked Tyrant. Okay, give me a minute. Alright. Let's overthrow her.
Maidens aren't the best meal, but you figure you should live up to your demon name and strike back against the humans. You start devouring the maiden, without so much as a second thought, and feel quite proud of that. Other humans would surely praise you with curses if they were around to see. Oh man, if someone could have been watching. Time for an audience of your evil deeds. You wander into the nearby village. The people are screaming and running away, throwing rocks at you and whatnot. You think that's pretty rude of them. You haven't done anything yet.
Change your mind and leave? No, we're staying here.
You attack the nearest human. He is old and weak, and his bones crunch delightfully. Your audience screams grow louder. Applause. You think, hey, this is actually pretty fun. I should have...
Actually, no, this is me. Hey, this is actually pretty fun. I should have taken revenge like this a lot sooner.
As you continue your bloodthirsty dance, striking the villagers down, you fail to notice a sword-wielding hero running toward you. He takes you out in one swift blow. You're just a demon underling after all. As you die, you think, lol, that was totally worth it. The curtain closes. Performer underling end.
Okay. Oh! They affect other... Oh, wait a minute! I get it now! So, like... I know I keep coming back to Underling, but let's say I go to Underling, remove Tyrant, and I ask for a day off. Just surprising, cool, but nice. There you go. Okay, you set off on your adventure outside the castle. Change the atmosphere excites you. Okay. Okay, I get it. Alright, I'm hungry. So I eat. But I'm like, nah. You figure if people are this upset at the sight of you, they won't fully appreciate any terrible acts you'd commit. Also, they might fight back. That probably won't end well. You're just one underling after all. This little day has been adequately refreshing. You turn, okay. Save yourself. Yeah, okay, yeah. Alright. Ah, this is so cool! This is genuinely so cool, oh my god. Okay. So what if I'm like a disloyal tyrant? It's a tyrant, disloyal, but not hungry. And I become the maiden.
You are a maiden. You live in a peaceful village next to a spooky demon overlord's castle. You are told that you are fated to be captured by the overlord one day, because you are a beautiful young girl. Demon overlords apparently love capturing those. You think of how you haven't heard of that exactly happening to anyone. But maybe the demons just haven't given the opportunity? Who knows? You are in church. You pray to your god, asking why you have been born into the role of the maiden. You respect the divine plan and all, but you're really just curious to what the point of this is. You're impatient. Meeting a demon actually sounds pretty gosh darn exciting. Maybe you'd understand your role a bit better if you just hurry up and get captured already. You leave a note and venture forth to find a demon. Just to, see whatever happens. Not too long into your little adventure, a demon underling appears before you. It looks pretty scary.
I'm gonna introduce myself.
You tell the demon your name and explain that you're a maiden from the village. You tell them that you're thinking maybe you could understand your role better if you were to hurry up and get taken by a demon already. The demon doesn't really seem of listening to you, which is a little irritating. They agree to take you as their master nonetheless. After a long walk to the castle, you are introduced to the overlord. She lectures the underling, however, not to leave her post. You wonder what cruel punishment awaits them, but to your surprise, she lets them off easy. The underling is dismissed, and the overlord turns to you, very interested. You explain why you've come, and she squints at you. It turns out, she never had any plans to capture maidens, or to do anything else that would agitate humans. You wonder for a moment if she might be lying, but it doesn't really seem like it. Still, it doesn't make any sense to you. You've always been told that demons one day would seek you out, and something awful would happen. Then a hero would come to your rescue. You don't want to believe it. You've been lied to all along. Maybe you haven't been maiden-like enough. You ask the overlord what should do to be a more suitable maiden. She doesn't really understand.
Just go home already. Stop worrying about destiny so much.
She makes it sound so simple. This overlord seems like a complete opposite to you. You want to learn more about her, and how she thinks. You insist on staying or talking to her more. The overlord shares many stories about demons with you, and little by little, you realize that they might not be the ruthless monsters you were raised to believe. As it turns out, she commanded her demons to avoid towns and villages. She didn't want to risk giving the humans any excuse to send a hero out after them. You realize that must be why you never heard of any demons attacking your town. You express your gratitude to the overlord on behalf of your village. She says you can thank her by telling the humans to stop raising heroes. She's tired of her servants having killed off by them. You always thought demons were violent and unreasonable creatures, but it seems the overlord could say the same about humans. You may be different, but really, they're just trying to live their lives the same as you.
It is really hard for me to read in this voice. I'm just gonna start not doing the voice anymore. You look like you're understanding and start things a lot better. But maybe everything I've said was to deceive you and the other humans. What would you do if I turned out to be super evil all along? Even if she were to capture you now, you think this place is a far more interesting way from our back home? Kinda like not being told to expect demon. You feel free. Honestly, you've always kept to yourself, but spending time with the Overlord must have been very nice. You feel butterflies in your stomach. But then, a hero barges in the room. His clothes are stained by a dark liquid. It's dripping from his weapon, too. You realize it must be demon blood. Something horrible has happened. You're confused. The hero asks you what's going on. You explain the situation, reassuring him that you were never in any danger. The Overlord has walked past the hero and out in the hall she's wailing. You can only guess what kind of horrible scene he's left for her. The Overlord tears the hero apart in retaliation. You watch silently, unable to scream. The Overlord, who you had just been getting along with so well, has killed another human right in front of you. It's clear now that you have been deceived by his sweet words. Demons are ruthless monsters after all. You somehow managed to slip past the Overlord and make it out of the blood-soaked castle. You never look back. Escaped Maiden A? Is there an escaped Maiden B? A C? Alright. The underling is hungry now. And... was Tyrant always... I think Tyrant was not like back then. Okay, yeah. I'm a maiden. I'm doing shit, Evan. Alright. I'm gonna introduce myself again, because this guy's hungry now. Alright. The German disease started biting a lot. How painful. Kind of completely stupid, you think. I couldn't have been more patient. Why did you go out looking for trouble? You weren't angry or anything, of course. This is all your fault for trusting a demon not to devour you on sight. This is your punishment for questioning fate, you guess. Bit by bit, you are swallowed by the demon until you are no more. Well, I guess that's what happens. I could be underling again. And like, because like Maiden's like polite now. We'll wait. No, hungry. But then we're gonna call for a hero. Hero does not come. The demon. Okay. So heroes kind of suck in this game. Like heroes. I don't like you, dude. Alright. So what if I'm polite? And it doesn't matter what it has on for underling, but no tyrant, just polite maiden. What can go wrong? Okay, consider your options. Alright, you're out. Good me today. Sure it's okay. Man's going on about something. Destiny's trying to fill. So take it to Overlord. Something could be interesting. Just take it out for now. Okay, no, it's not. There's not much different for underling. What if? Oh, but Tyrant. Tyrant's gonna make things interesting. Okay. Let's overthrow her. Evan. Her out. Okay. Okay, alright. Seems as well. Okay, so no. So just, yeah, alright. I think I've gotten all of the underling ends, I think. Oh, this game has like 41 ends, so I'm not sure about all of them. There's definitely some maiden ends though. Disloyal tyrant. I mean, okay. Hero, apologize. Alright. Okay, but like, but I figured with like Tyrant, at least you would be. Actually, did I turn Tyrant on? I might have not turned Tyrant on, and that's how. No, because Tyrant was on, but not like a Tyrant to the Maiden. Okay. I'm just gonna turn everything off, if and go hero. You are the hero. You like to think your hero is a pretty reliable and swell guy. Your life has been rather ordinary, aside from the occasional heroic adventures, fighting evil monsters and whatnot. You are told that a maiden from your village has been kidnapped, and it is likely being held captive at the nearby demon overlord's castle. He even puts a village right next to an entire demon army hangs out. You don't get it. You were happy to protect his townspeople, though. You were born to play this role. You head off to adventure to rescue the maiden, but demon soldiers block your path. You could kill them and gain experience. Let's go. I'm killing them. When you make your quick work of the vile creatures who stood in your way, you feel much stronger now. After a long trek, you finally made it to the castle's front gates. You are faced with an army of demons that all look very intimidating. Alright, steep path. You know what? Let's be polite about it. Alright, so while you come, the monsters are eyeing you with suspicion. The Ampel notices them. Okay. Alright. So I gotta be like, why am I not reading this? Okay, finally. For some reason you can't. Let's ask. Came out alone, never in danger. Don't know how to respond. Overlord one time. Violence is a way. Okay. What if I'm like, this whole thing was Yo, if you'll let the whole thing go, decide, explain yourself. Shreds you apart, maiden walks in silence. Okay, tragic hero end. Okay, so we die. But what if I do the pacifist route? I'm fleeing like a little baby bitch. And then, but I go to the castle. And I'm like, hey, can you? Oh, yeah, sure. Seem to trust you, they escort you during. For the middle capital, confusion. There's no time to hesitate. Alright, let's ask the maiden what's going on. Marks are captured, give her formulation. That was a pretty dangerous thing for her to do. But no one got hurt, so at least it's that. As you turn to town to you to reassure everyone's safety. Okay. She's shy? It's not a soft track. To deal it. Oh, it's in engulfing flames. You can't help but feel relief that you got the maiden out when you did, but takes off to the boarding castle. Panic sets in, and you try to stop her. The smoke is so thick you've already lost sight of her. What is she thinking? It's too dangerous to continue. You feel hopeless. You stand alone at the castle gates. Your body won't allow you to take another step forward. Going anywhere would be suicide. You would return to the villagers, and then tell them there was nothing you could do. You were too late. The maiden was already claimed by the demons. Bystander hero end. B. I'm getting Discord. Okay. So. We're gonna go hero one more time. Okay, we slaughter, and then we cut through them. Oh wait, this is just the same thing. All silent, demon overlords with Swain. Offer the maiden, she takes it at highs. It's good. Try to speak. The villagers are very pleased with what a good job you've done. Saying over. Okay. Remember for generations. Oh my god! Wait a minute! I just realized the other one is like The other one where like it's burned down, that's like that must be like the Union. Dude. Okay. Diplomatic, polite, no, yes, tyrant, and hungry. Hero. Kidnapped. Okay. Right. Yeah. Right. Flee like a coward. But we ask, and then there's time now. Was she never here? You wonder what could have happened to her. The Overlord says that she wishes she could help you. You're the first human that's come here in forever, at least that she knows of. You think you probably shouldn't trust her, seeing she's a demon all. You can't really prove she's lying either. But apologize for the intrusion and return home to your village. The maiden was never found. Useless hero. Okay, so this is really interesting. This is a really good way to like make like a story in a video game. This is like okay. Let's go Overlord again. And we keep diplomatic, polite, and hungry. And disloyal. And I am the Overlord. Alright. It's a pretty cushy life, you think, except for pesky humans who keep killing people. It's a deal anyway. Alright. Saying something about how boring castle is. Okay. We'll grant him the day off. So take a break. We'll do disloyal like later. I have changed my mind. We're doing it later. Awakened by one of your underling, a hero wishes to speak of you. He inquires about a maiden who is rumored to be here, but you've never really seen her. Humans don't visit often, or ever really. As the hero takes his leave, you wonder why he totally trusted you. Heroes traditionally kill villains. Demons. This guy seems like he was bad at his job in your opinion. Whatever. You're still feeling sleepy, so you go right back to your nap. One of your underlings is tearing your throat out. You struggle, but you can tell you're already mortally wounded. What have you done to deserve this kind of ending? You remember now. You gave this one a day off. And this is how it repays you? You die. Wondering how it could have done anything to prevent this. Assassinated Overlord. Hungry, disloyal, polite, diplomatic. Overlord. Go back, and we said, no, fuck you and your day off. Go back, tell him off, and then that guy tearing your throat out still. But under different contexts. Okay. Just hungry, not disloyal. Alright, doing the same thing again. Grant him a day off. Okay. Sound shutting towards forces your way. Where you know it, everything is engulfed by flames. What is going on? Try to escape, but something blocking the door. You're having trouble forcing it open. What is this? Someone didn't want you getting out. Are you being usurped? They have zero foresight. What castle will they rule at? Okay, well, never mind. I guess I can't read that one. But you want to believe that your underlings have betrayed you, but this is no accident. Those ungrateful bastards. You choke in the thick black of smoke and fire. You can't even tell it was done by a bunch of cowards. You'll see them in hell. Oh, so it's not hell. It's just... they're just demons. That's cool, I guess. Not hungry, polite, and diplomatic. Everybody's chill. Alright, so... I'm gonna give my boy the day off. I'm sorry, I don't like being a tyrant. It's the maiden from nearby view. His role is to be captured by you. He's very impatient about the captures, speed things up. Pretty appreciate her honesty, but you don't capture any humans. It's very disappointed. Perhaps I'm performing my role well enough? How do you become more maiden-like? I don't really understand the question. You think the world puts away too much focus on destiny and junk. Just go home and stop worrying about it, you tell him. The maiden seems like her trying to have... Okay, yeah. Oh, antisocial? Piss off! Having a conversation with your human child's couple. You got a mean face and tell her to get lost. But the maiden turns out to be very stubborn. You don't want to hurt her. But you also really want her to leave just in case something bad happens. The soul's alright, just trouble. It's your better judgment. Okay. Open mind about these things. So if I pick it, it's probably not gonna have like a different ending if I go back to the maiden. It's not hard to cover orders in it. I say thank you. Humans are very unreasonable, so servants are always getting killed, but this maiden is different. Okay, right. Hero captured? No, hell no. Why would I be captured? Okay, so trouble. Sorry, you don't want the hero to take a maiden away from you. Do we got the toxic hero route? We're doing the toxic hero route. The maiden came here to be captured by you, didn't she? You grant her wish. You tell the hero you won't let him take her home. The maiden assures you she'll be back. You don't budge. The hero is cautious now.
If you won't let her go, maybe the demons are evil after all. And if you are, I'll be forced to vanquish you.
You have no choice. You destroyed the hero. She's frightened. You don't understand why. Didn't she say she preferred to be here instead of her village? Now she doesn't have to leave. You take a step forward to the maiden. She backed herself in a corner. You don't understand. She wanted to stay with you. The hero was trying to get away with that. You had to kill him. You had to keep sure. Okay. You have to be sure to keep this maiden safe. Okay, well, that's okay. Well, you can read it. Selfish overlord. There's probably more like roles or check boxes for the mating and underling. Let's go underling again. Okay. You're out. Yeah. Oh, hold on. Friends wake you up. How rude. One of them stepping on you pretty hard. You ask what their deal is. So they're planning a whole revolution. They're gonna get rid of the current overlord and put you and ruler in place. I want to hear if you're in or off. That sounds like a lot of trouble. How about we just skip it instead? You're in to question loyalty to her cause. She's actually not that bad, you guys. They seem to be disappointed. They apologize to you, but before you can ask what they're sorry about, one of them suddenly seizes you.
Someone who's still loyal to the overworld really has no place in our castle. You understand, right?
Their claws tighten around your neck. You don't bother to struggle, you're outnumbered. You already know how this is gonna end. This is a pretty messed up thing to do to a friend, you tell them. They slit your throat in response. Faithful underling. Alright, what if I say, if I disloyal talent? Okay, let's overthrow her. Yeah, and then cure out. Okay. Okay, let's kill the overlord. You tell them you're just joking. To clarify, you're totally in it to win it. You're just always terrible with jokes. You ever actually feel like killing the overlord? Okay, yeah. Assassinated pretend you're innocent all along. Believe for foe constant, you worry about getting yourself into. You follow your friends outside the castle to talk more about the plan. You're curious if they have any idea how they want to go about this. They figure they just lock in a room and set her on fire. What a stupid plan. You're could go wrong in many ways. You realize your friends are just a bunch of reckless thugs, and without someone's your guidance, they'll probably be casualties if your father head on. While showy deaths make a resolution a heck of a lot more fun, it's probably the wrong way to go. Your friends agree. It's just that you play the assassin. You don't really want to come down to this, but you can't back down now. You'll have to be the one to assassinate the Overlord. Besides, no one else has any better ideas. Oh, but there's a human in there! I'm not sure why, but it suddenly cuts down the hero. He approaches the maiden, and over to the distracted. You sneak in an attack! We get her apart right back. And she flinches, and you kill her, and the messier than with the mutter. Thank you for saving me. It wasn't your intention, but it sounds like you did something heroic. You're the hero. No, you're the underling. You tell the maiden to go home. This place is dangerous. She follows your advice and leaves your castle. Your castle. You are now the new overlord. Heroic underling end. Okay. Alright. Well, this is a really good game. I do feel like I've gotten my fill of it, though. So, if you don't mind, I think I am gonna end stream here. Thank you guys so much for, Why am I thanking you guys? None of you tuned in. If you're watching the VOD, I thank you. But I don't have anybody to thank here. I could just end stream if I... Oh, well, and the minute I say that, hi TV Pumpkin, you're a little late. But thanks for tuning in last minute, I guess. Anyway, this was a solo stream, so I don't have any co-hosts for parting words. See you later, alligators.